Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Rodan. So alright, for today's video, I figured I'll just talk about another martial arts film. Because, of course, it's an obscured one, it's low budget, it's a blast from the past, yada yada yada. So I'm doing one of these again, because I just figured, might as well. I don't see the harm in this. I like to talk about old movies. I like to talk about Kung Fu. I've already talked about quite a few of these anyway, so here we go, I reckon. So anyway, yeah, this is the film I'm talking about, folks. And by the way, this is the uncut version I'm talking about. So yeah, I'm finally reviewing one of the unedited versions of these movies. Of course, it's about damn time because finding these movies, especially in the original format, is hard to come by. It's a pain in the ass. Oh, definitely. So I just figured, well, might as well just get to it, I guess. Anywho, so I'm kind of using this as an excuse to talk about this types of movies again because I tend to like these quite a bit actually. So just why not? Why the hell not? I guess. Anywho, of course, as always, let's talk about the plot, shall we? So let's just get into it. Anyway, so the main character and her brother, let's just say that they are on the. Let's just say there's a whole list with rebels from this villain and whatnot because this villain character is up to no good, and this villain character must be stopped, of course. As typically this movies I would have, this villain type of character has some kind of influence, of course, when it comes to politics, of course, and whatnot. Of course, that's going to be a thing there, obviously. And yeah, so a main character must find a way to do their thing. Yeah, the both of them, I mean, the brother character and the woman. Yeah, so yeah, there's this woman, of course. She has to kick a lot of ass, of course, whatnot. Again, which is something I was supposed to do, of course. Anyway, there's definitely a swordplay been done into this, of course. She's in charge to safeguard this list of rebels from the evil henchmen that was sent by this emperor type individual, and who's out to kill her. And so there's something that's gonna help her out too, like I was saying, folks. So there's that, I reckon. So anyway, that's pretty much the gist of the plot, really, of the story in the grand scheme of things. So yes, of course, there's gonna be lots of fighting, lots of people beating the shit out of each other and whatnot. Of course, that's going to definitely be a thing in this one, folks. But yeah, I guess it's to be expected, obviously, when you think about it. But yeah, it's definitely one of the types of movies that it has definitely a lot of good moments in here, folks. I thought it was very choreographed. So yes, I did like the idea that this old movies aren't afraid to have women as the lead. Really, of course. I mean, obviously, it just gets down to execution, of course. Ultimately, that's what matters, really, at the end of the day, regardless of gender. But anyway, but this is definitely it has a lot of crazy fight scenes, of course, a lot of crazy fighting and whatnot. The fight scenes are well executed. I'll give it that. The fight scenes are really well executed, of course. Fight scenes of course, are nicely done. I guess you can say, like I keep saying, when it comes to these types of movies, like the camera work is really nicely done. The sets are really nicely done in here, folks. But it's not super choppy. It's not super hyper edited like a lot of action movies nowadays, which just get pretty damn annoying if you ask me. But there you go, I reckon. But ultimately, the way it's handled here is nicely done, of course. I do like that. I like how it was done in that regard, of course. Anyway, I don't know. There's a great number of cast in here. The cast, of course, you can tell a lot of these actors and actresses have been around in the industry for quite a while. And yes, there's plenty of them that's fairly well known, of course, among the industry. Even though this is something super low budget. I know it's not. This movie's not super well known over here in the United States, but whatever, guys. But it's still something I want to talk about, regardless, obviously, because it's just something I want to do. Let's talk about these types of movies. Yeah, these type of movies when I want to talk about when it comes to martial arts, especially when it comes to kung fu, something like this, I guess. So I just figured I might as well just give this a shot, and it's just something I've recently watched not that long ago, and I thought might as well. So there you go, I guess. Definitely, definitely. So the main character, like I was saying, and her brother is up to a task that they have to have this mission with moving these documents that will allow two allied armies to finally come together. And the idea is to defeat the powerful individual who has, of course, has strong political connections, I guess you can say. So there's a lot of stake here when it comes to this kind of thing. So there you go, I reckon. But okay, often these movies tend to have like an underdog kind of thing. That's what this is. This to some extent. So I mean, yes, that's gonna be here. These type of movies that tend to not always, but these type of movies that tend to have like an underdog kind of a thing going on. At least that's the vibe I'm getting and whatnot from this one. So I mean, okay, that's something that's been done quite a few times before, and this is one of those times, of course. But it's quite entertaining in its own way. There's plenty of action to be had here. There's lots of action, different set pieces, of course, to be used here, and so it doesn't get boring because of that. So that's really good there. The end results here are actually pretty entertaining. It's not boring. Oh yeah, the pacing is pretty good though. The pacing is really well done, folks. It's not something I thought like it took forever to finish or just took forever to get to the point. Yeah, thankfully it's not like that. Okay, thankfully it's not one of the types of things. I feel like it just took forever to get to the damn point. So that's good. That's really good there, of course. So I was putting it was pretty entertained the entire thing, of course, definitely. Anywho, so I don't know. I'll say check this one out, folks. Definitely check this one out. Oh yeah, because it's definitely worth a watch. Especially if you want to see something from a while ago and you're just a kung fu junkie, and check this out. And for those who don't know, I do have a playlist where I've reviewed a lot of kung fu movies. Anyway, I have like an entire playlist just for this genre. For anyone that wants to know, of course. Anywho, I guess that'll be it, folks. When it comes to there's not much else I can say really at the end of the day. Anywho, I'll give this an overall rating of a 7.3 out of 10. It's a 7.3 out of 10 for me. So, of course, as always, thanks for watching and take care. Until next time, see ya. Oh, yeah, definitely. Woo! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.